There we go. Business. Patricians. Camera also freely rotatable as desired. Orient commerce however you'd like. So previously, freshly initiated boat haver got off to conducting commerce throughout the Europe. Mostly put a lot of leg work, which is sail work, rather, boat work, into noodling around and identifying various decent, signs of where good routes could be done, just doing a bunch of impulse, what will become small scale compared to where we will one day ambition to achieve. Writing about. We attained a second boat. We have the two. One or the other. And we were able to just gently crack open the doors to our first bits of owning industries in places where we have quite a bit of grain that we own here in Lubeck, where we're going to be looking to, scale that up into beer by establishing breweries at some point. We do also, we're a landlord of like one house here, this one. One of these somewhere. There we go, this one's ours. We have a tiny bit of property here in Lubeck, but for the most part, well, in general around the world, every city is already somebody's territory. There's patricians all over the place doing the commerce. And most especially here, at the center of the league. We're going to slowly find ourselves, a hearty B-list of underdogs to turn into industrial giants. The first of which, I have selected Gothenburg, where we have also built strong public opinion, gotten appropriate licensing hooked up, and went in much more heavily on the foundational industries of wood and bricks. First we get the lumber, then we get the cogs. And naturally this is also within somebody's domain, but that's... we will destroy him. We will surpass him. Step one of how we're doing that is that we are, generating quite appreciable quantities of lumber. And we will be putting that to work in pursuit of a vast commercial empire. Let's see, also, grain is sitting in our warehouse right now. Very nice. So I think some of that is grain we've purchased rather than grain grown ourselves. Let me dive in here. Generating 12 grain per day. It is not bad, and we can use that grain for a little bit of exporting, because general dynamics of things, every city wants some of everything. And if we want to take our chosen production centers and really continue to scale them up, we're going to be limited by how many people there are, and that is going to be limited by how prosperous and well-fed the city is. So we are going to need somewhere to give food to all of our lumberjacks. Keep them, well-fed and well-drunken and so forth, so they will be numerous and productive. Let's see, what did I leave off in either of our boats? Currently empty. Alright. Overflowing with possibilities. Where I might just go ahead and automate one of them. Start a little basic supply rack, because at this point, we never picked out a secondary shipyard to work with. We will need more boats. Can't afford new boats right now. Right, because I threw a bunch of capital into establishing buildings. I'll keep the Seagull around as our manual control ship for doing direct stuff. Now let's see about creating a route. Oh, actually, this is also terribly convenient. Just mouse over a city and be reminded what its local products are. Good. Yes, we can engage in automation of things. Oh, originating in Gothenburg. But do I really want to stay in Lubeck? Would I rather just get out from under them and find somewhere else to be my replacement Lubeck? I'll maintain a presence there. We do eventually want to overtake the city. So yes, pulling wood and brick out of there. And some wood into salt there. Yes. Salt into meat over here. Something like that. Or so you pick a series of cities that you'd like to cycle between. And then at each city you configure what you'd like the boat to get up to. In terms of goods. So in Gothenburg. Alright, there we go. Yeah. In Gothenburg, load from the counting house, don't buy from the market. We are using our own lumber for these purposes. I may as well go numeric here. Grab like 100 wood and 100 brick. We'll eventually scale you up to more. Yes, grab wood and brick. Buy some iron off the market since we don't have any local iron production yet. Try to buy like up to... Sure, up to 100, and the price limiter should kick in to prevent them from gouging too heavily. And buy some cheese. If shirts exist, buy like a dozen shirts. Alright, so arrive in Lubeck. Know that it will be full of Gothenburg products. Question here is though, yes, I can configure both of those separately. It remembers the two, or I would hope that they coincide simultaneously. It's been the most irritating thing about these automating interfaces, that they use the same pane for loading and unloading, and it's not clear if all the settings are existing side by side. Pretty sure they are. These are the kind of complexities that you need. So let's see, sell to the city. Or actually, store in the counting house because we have a manager running the house who liquidates our extra lumber. Or no, they're set to buying extra. Alright, yeah. Sell then, into the market. Or like 50 wood. Half your wood, half your brick. All of your iron. No, not all, Max. Or wait, no, those... don't do this. Remove each of these. The purchase settings, not unloading settings. Attempt to buy 100 salt. Sell 50, 50. Well, there's an interesting button. Automatically seek margins. Helpful if it works as advertised. Grab salt, grab hammers. Grain out of the warehouse. Grab beer. And it has references for what the midline prices are on these for a satisfied city. Good. Much helpful UI. But don't sell your cheese here. That cheese is for Gothenburg. Or no, that cheese is from Gothenburg. Never mind. Yeah, fine. Sell your cheese. Sell half your shirts. Alright, so then we get to Elborg. Carrying some number of hammers. Some quantity of beer. Salt. All that salt wants to get out of here. Alternatively, for now, yeah, I'm getting way too bogged in micromanaging here. Well, for one, I'll manually set to just, yeah, get meat. Throw all the salt in there. Distribute some beer, some cheese, some shirts, some wooden brick. Maybe put some hemp into the cycle. Alright, we'll see. I'll work out more sense of this interface the farther we get. On your way, bud. And then meanwhile we'll go and do some larger, heavier material transport manually. You'll see go. There, good. On your way. Automation. The city is just terribly tapped out on most of its products. Someone has to drive up production. We'll visit Gothenburg. Grab some lumber. Start getting set up in Ripen. This one. Meat City. Home of both salt and meat. I'm kind of stepping on my own toes a little by doing this. Or, wait, no, that was storage. Come on, boat. Boating business to do. Leave that alone. The auto convoy is handling the Iron Run. Or at least we'll try to. Storage to convoy. Give me that cheese I bought. No, that's city to convoy. Yeah, storage to convoy. Load up that cheese. Have places to be. There are fundamentals we need to dig into. Well, want a supplier or cloth? Which I think you in turn need a supplier of wool. Might be a 3-step process. We'll investigate further as we get better dug into all these places. Grabbed the wrong boat. You get back to your auto route. Why am I even allowed overvote? Well, I suppose it's nice. I mean, if I just needed them to interrupt and divert and do something specific. An appreciated feature. Take this lumber. Sell me your meat. I'm liking the look of Groningen here. Got wool, got wine. What do you need in life? They brew mead and are just up the coast from Harlem, where we could get bees. There are just a few places in the north of Europe suitable to raising bees. Crimes of the sea. Wow, no one is getting in on this mead. Okay, City, I think you've found a new friend. Yes, Groningen. We'll go places. I will make you a star. Well, in some ways, Bruges may be preferable. They also have the wool and wine combination, and are where the spices come in. How's this other boat doing? Are you full of goods? Lounging about, yep, doing the trades. It will accumulate statistics as it meanders about. My grain farms even... Yeah, they're fully engaged right now. There is labor to go around. Get in on that. And I do not yet have a brewery license. That is waiting until... Not City Hall, Guild. Until I pay the fee, because I'm already quite loved. Alright, good. Beer license acquired. I'm not sure if there's a, cost-benefit risk or reward to being in or out of the city walls. There might be, like, land violence that can occur. Disrupt your serene business. No one has been tapping in to the bee industry. Buzzing of opportunity. Alright, so I definitely want to establish counting houses in Harlem and there's, let's see, membership. I have to rank up more. Very well. Continue ranking up, I need more boats. Boats, we need money. For money, we have bees. By construction, I've kind of taken things to the borderline. Boating on thin ice. There we go, just a dozen wine takes them from no wine to shitloads of wine. Practically, there's already some wine existing here. The point stands. Luxury goods. Very sensitive. Staple goods. Movable in bulk. Take some salt, take some honey. Brought a lot of honey. Some of that can go to Oslo. You go to Ripon. Honey into Oslo because they have meat production. Wait, you guys also do mead. Alright. Have a couple of wine then. And just a mountain of bee goo. Alright, let's dive into the city and observe. What's up? I don't have authorization to do clothing here yet. Or wait, no, I do. Cheese is the signature specialty good. Ah, never mind. Mission is gone. Wait, hello. Welcome back, production. Yes, clothing. I'll take the case. Remember to never cross that critical line where everyone has mead. That would be terrible. Also, yes, I could sell shirts into the city in order to pay for more shirt factories. This is how we business. Mission some tailors. And let's see how the sawmill's doing. Also good, they're kind of assessed as a cluster rather than individually. Good, they're maturing nicely. 15 lumber a day, about 3/4 occupied. About half labor force at the clay pit. City's growing though. At my house. Did also... Did I build any residency? Yes, this one is mine. Half full. 40 tenants. Yeah, there we go. I can just finance all the construction myself. That will allow smaller stockpiles to accumulate of our stuff. Keep 12 shirts. Once that's done, I'll finally be able to confirm what parts of the supply chain are necessary for shirt making. Probably cloth. Constant rubbing noise inside the city. Endless obsessive brushing of something. Sound of commerce in Gothenburg. Permanent struggle, just offload more salt into the market. So, yeah, material demand was met. Both tailors are under production. Couple weeks and they'll be good. So what news of my brewery? All still under production, all intensely demanding of brick and other material. Yeah, I've just left the city absolutely starved for build stuff. Perfect! Generating demand. That's doing business forward. Thinking with your economic. So, now this convoy has been able to do a couple of laps. See some stats here. Are you getting results? Well, those stats are probably stored elsewhere. Let me... Looks like the routes are doing well. It functions, even if not optimally. Wrong convoy. Alright, Groningen's under attack. Fortunately, I have no business there. We are the most popular person in town. Far more loved than Melvin over here. Melvin, son of Oz. Let's discover how to engage the bureaucracy. There. Cheese license attained. The tailors are nearly online. The city suffers from a lack of beggars to drag off of the streets and force into labor. Good. Fine state for a city to be in. Put in the order for another boat. Even if we're way at the back of the line. Be on the lookout for another boatyard. Where else could I even get fresh ships? I anticipate needing cloth. Actually, yeah, enough time has passed that I probably have the information. Yeah, cloth into shirts. Aim to facilitate that. Where most cloth production is over here in Britain. Yeah, that'll do. That's a start. Just while we're out here, sweep up the rest of the coast. Right, more grain is operational. Still no progress on the brewery. As far as things I should have been keeping better track of during this expedition, does London have a shipyard? London probably has a shipyard. Let's just visit London again on the way back. Do you sell boats here? Of course you do. Not have a boat's worth of cash. Not a full boat. Could pick up a Scenic. A little thing to go up rivers. Sure. And no one else is buying boats here. So with that, I'd have access to Hamburg and Bremen and Cologne and so forth. Could visit Novgorod. Gothenburg is finding their own shipyard. Okay, good. Alright then, that's an issue settled preemptively. Good work, city. Alright, so throw all this cloth into the warehouse. Then let's take a look at the ratios that are involved in working with it. It looks like it's just a 1-to-1. That's a substantial upswing in value. Sawmill is fully engaged. Good. I think shipyards just belong to the cities themselves rather than being under the sway of any of the merchantmen. Although, really, yeah, if I want to do anything grain related, I should do it with my warehouse. Make my own now. Speaking of, how is... My breweries still do not exist. City needs more material. There's places that are still hungry for lumber. That's just what we have to provide. Plague does not prevent them from needing lumber. We will still sell this damn lumber. Here you go. Enjoy your plague wood. Events like plagues put the population under stress, will be more demanding, less prone to growth, more prone to instead, collapsing a little bit, receding, suffering,
This city
impacting
is currently
business.
suffering from a specific event. This could be the outbreak of a pestilence or a plague of rats, for example. The event is indicated by a symbol above the town hall. You can find out what effect the event has by moving the mouse pointer over the town hall.
Thank you, Ghost Uncle. Refugees. Looking to escape from Plaguesburg over there and go anywhere else. I know when anywhere else. Welcome to Gothenburg, home of numerous plague-free jobs. Place to peacefully fell trees and sew shirts. A family city. Let me grab my other convoy and adjust the trade route. Now, I can take shirts out of my warehouse. Nice high-value export good. With that in mind, yep, housing usage going up, city growing substantially. All of my businesses are, well, the new sawmills are not yet fully populated. Like half of the rooms in my housing block are full. Progress. What better way to celebrate your lack of plague than a heaping pile of meat? Oh, that's politics. Groningen's open again, though. Lubeck remains diseased. But they've at least finished building my breweries. I plague beer! So it begins. Soon. Alright, seems like a bunch of cities are starting to develop their own lumber mill, or their own shipyards. Good, right, need to select a boat. Not yet touched the boat. Selecting only the market as a vague concept. Market in principle. It'll be rough to get my foot in the door here, though. Claim things they want. Of which, lumber, certainly, yeah. What else? They also have mead. You get the city that has everything. Currently wool. Maybe I can interest them in t-shirts. Or gunk. Just flavorful gunk. Cities like gunk, right? That's what's popular with the kid these days. Sugar goo. I will establish my interest in cheese. Going into the cheese industry. Yes, also, yeah, I may as well sell something off to then get into iron. A quick sampler of each. And then maybe get some housing? Either build housing or start using capital to buy out other people's houses. London, what have you done?
You will never be mayor of this city.
Be mad. Shameful. All this envy. This hate. Why so bitter? If you wanna be mayor so much, maybe be more popular. Like, come on, I don't even have the authority to try to be a mayor. That's just... I'm a nobody. Just me, the guy who sells the meat. So good, I'm starting to generate egregious quantities of grain. Yeah, I think I had set my... Right, that's expansion of warehouse capacity. I'd set my counting house. Just push grain out onto the market at baseline rates. Which, now that I have a lot more grain being made, let me just verify cost of goods here. Alright, so it's costing just shy of 36 bucks a unit to generate this grain. So as a fallback amount, let the price fall as low as 37. And then I should set up more brewing capacity. I mean, it's not going to get well used. The current breweries we own are barely being staffed, but with the city still needing to bounce back from plague. Still, though, we can dream. We're just waiting on those 2 boats to finish for the rank up. Oh, boat in London. Which I will need to visit the city so that I can formally declare the boat a convoy and then have a boat active in the city. Such other mysteries. Bounty for whoever who should provide further cheese holes. Well, you know what, sure, let's just go ahead and formalize this. This is our home now. Oh, they're not a member of the League yet, alright. Well, that's just something to work on then. Go ahead and check on price of other things that I am now making in decent quantities. Alright, lumber is also costing 36. Brick is costing 38. Should hold up well. That track almost wanted to get started, and that just kind of changed his mind. So who would do this? Who dares? Always the Swede. I was wondering if if you have a tool to proactively try to deal with sieges. You can like smuggle or blockade or otherwise interact. We built a team of fighting boats. Shipyard, you at work? Yeah, good. 18th. Boat on schedule. Alright, so all the siege seems to be doing is adding noise. I will invest in victory cheese. For my city, I will give them grain at cost. They deserve it. There's a war on. Especially when I'm then even further going to turn that money around into... Okay, so there is an impact that the siege is having. In fact, cannot build until the siege lifts. Got my smelter, though. Just iron from nothing. Well, there's a local shipyard now. Can support those industries. Princes, why do you have to do that? Why do you must you besiege everything I hold dear, princes? These damn local nobles. Constantly obstructing the flow of business. Go to London and collect my boat. Right, London's also under siege. Anyway, hello. Hello, small boat. Hello, hornblower. Ah, there we go. There's more than that's an assault. Well, nice seeing you, London. We'll be goodbye. Well, the other, do you have any? Does war produce any refugees? Yes. What's up? 800 burgers. Which I can just snag 200 on this boat and be on our way. Then back to Lubeck. Gothenburg, how are you? Any actual armies manifested, or are you just kind of relaxing? Actually, Hornblower, head to Cologne. I want to see Cologne. They have a boat yard, they have an architect. Everywhere has an architect. You produce the wines. Gothenburg has surpassed Lubeck. Thanks, Plague! Let's see. Cologne is filled with untapped wine. Good. There we see, this is the benefits of having a high-draft ship. They will be smaller than your full cog, but they have exclusive access to all of the farther inland trade ports. Nothing between me and all this fine French hemp. Tragic, but inevitable. Inescapable. Committed to. At least basic commerce continues. Inject much needed morale. At least, I suppose morale may be resulting from this. I mean, presumably. Sneaking fresh wine and grain into a city that's under siege, they'd appreciate it. Stow the rest of that in storage. Oh, let's set you up a route. You are wine boat. Make your way around the Low Countries, collecting wine. Then offload all about here. Actually, simplify this. We will just use cologne. And at the other points along the route, pick up relevant local luxury goods. Shuffle those around. See how that goes. On your way, Hornblower. The grain just keeps on flowing, regardless. Dead of winter, no worries. They account for this. They have a system. Automatically set up the distribution of that one. Oh, okay, they just have a natural sorting order, never mind. Alright, our long-awaited boat.
You've probably already noticed that spices cannot be produced in the Hanseatic League. These products come overland from the Mediterranean via Thorn, Cologne, and Bruges. Now that you have become traveling merchant,
Only now are we
you can also
officially
send a
traveling.
convoy to the Mediterranean.
We had
to
done
buy much greater
previously
quantities of these
not
goods
traveling,
more cheaply.
journeying. Very different. Oh, they are getting feisty over there. Well, the siege will soon be over. And alright, there we go. The things outside of the walls, the buildings have been damaged and will need to be reconstructed. Right, Market Hall. Market Hall contains all goods moving stuff. Grab all the shirts and bail. We will return someday. Or okay with that. Nope, nope. Siege status still there. Siege status gone. Siege over. We good? We cool? Prince? Alright, yeah, they're leaving. Some of those will be out of commission for a bit. There. Now I can build more cheese. Now that economy may resume. Well, there's over here was. Back in business. Next rank up, another pair of boats, and yet more cash. Starvation in Cologne. That won't do it all. Need some liquid assets, and then I'll commission a second boat that'll be for throwing supplies up the river. Just chuck this into the warehouse and let the local operators distribute it. At already agreeable prices. Well, let me go confirm how much it costs to beer. So, 66 for the beer itself. And then an additional quarter of the price of grain, so very marginal in there. 90, definitely fair. 90 is workable. With this, we keep the city fed. So I will gladly release some of my stored construction materials onto the open market to help cover the repairs and the growth of new industry. My new industry. My stuff, my city, my futures. Get a crier. Slightly larger of the high draft boats. Praise to the market. Also, now that I have a good lumber supplier, maybe I could get into making salt here? Nah, I'd still rather establish contact with Ribbon. Get that meat cycle going. Alright, there we go. The goods sitting in the warehouses do maintain the average cost stat thing. That will simplify everything. Now, how are you folks doing? Looking for boat material? Need 30 local rep. I could then get my foot in the door. Too much local grain. There's a city liking grain. Liking grain possessing lumber. Just what I need. Okay, not possessing lumber. Underdeveloped on the lumber front. Lumber yards around the world, they're gonna remain pretty tapped out. Everyone needs trees. Once again, the difficulties. It's not an industrial good they really need to be fed much of. Not one that's in my current awareness of my network. Already gave them one. What if fish? Well, still definitely lumber, yeah. How you doing, Gothenburg? Recovering? Alive? Intact? Throw more cloth on the pile. Yeah, there we go. Things are up and running again. Producing cheese of our own. An iron smelter is looking alright so far. Going for another of those. Alright, and I'm starting to, now that I'm generating my own goods out of my own industries, got enough volume going on that I should maybe add a second boat to the main convoy. That can be part of current purchases. How's the waiting list at Lubeck? Just one. Alright. Cog me. How do you like me now, Ribbon? I know what you need.
I see you are helping me develop my city. Keep up the good work.
Well on our way to making new enemies. Yeah, we're real big on help here. We're very helpful folks. Such industrious, insidious, overwhelming help. Sieges mean refugees, and demand for foodstuffs. Every siege is an opportunity. Also, man, look at that. Look at that impact that our grain is having on Lubeck's markets. Where, yeah, we are pushing a lot of our grain just out into the field, and the price is collapsing nicely because of it. 200 beer! Good stuff. Fine productivity in progress. Alright, so we sail for Reval. We hand out food and liquor, and we leave packed with refugees. We smuggle workers into Sweden. Look, they even have sawmills and iron out here. It's practically the same city. The only difference, instead of bears, they have cows. You'll love it there. And yes, we can just take a passenger for each available cargo spot, so... Hey, did somebody stole my... Nope, refugees are there. Alright, good. Nobody gets in on the refugee game. It's my market. You know what? Sure, I'll take a hit on some of these goods just to get the laborers. Good luck. Let's be charitable as we smuggle wave after wave of people out of here. Look, if everyone else gets to be rude and territorial about their terrible about territory with their fields of business, I can be angry about mine. No one rescues anyone from war zones on this sea except me. Alright. Really put in for a bit of repair since you have been worn down slightly. Just take some days off. We inject fresh people into Gothenburg. I could do some tailors. If nothing else, the production of them will be covered by the... Oh, wait, no. Time passed. May want a persistent route. Bringing cloth into Gothenburg. Even while the ship is under repair, I can load it up with stuff. I want iron in Britain. Everywhere takes cheese. All the development created quite a pit of brick demand. Overall, city stats going 70% inhabited. 6 rich folk, 171 middle class folk. 3,000 poors. Of which 300 are our tenants. We are landlord to nearly 10% of the city's population. Yeah, that's an occasion to build smelters. The behaviors of roads are weird. And yeah, having seen what a war can do to businesses outside the walls, that was acceptable loss. Ship damage. No concern of mine. Manually throw a bit more lumber back onto the field. And the boat's repaired, so off we go. So let's see, as far as this, let me adjust your route. Mostly, let's not micromanage as much about your route, just... These are the goods that matter in this region, just flip them back and forth as needed. Gothenburg, Lübeck, Aalborg. Actually, instead of Aalborg... Ripon. It's a longer trip, but also... pretty good trip. It's an effective one. Clear. Change grain. Tools, whatever. If it's made somewhere in this route, be shuffling it around everywhere else in the route. Carrots, cheese, iron, everything you got. Even the hemp. Distribute the hemp evenly. Just do not fret the details. Trust in the market. And production is picking up here. Let's go ahead and retain more grain and more beer. We're able to get so much of it. $2,000 capacity right now here, so we'll just take a boatload of each. Of course you're out of lumber when it's my boat you're supposed to be working on. Alright, throw this grain back into storage. Buy 160 different grain. Grain that I'm effectively actually buying from myself by way of my warehouse. And we go to Poland. My new boat. Behold the fool. Although, technically, the boats themselves don't have names. The convoys have names, and a convoy can be up to 3 boats of any combination. This is just a Kreyer under Melvin Lundgren. There. That should help with their starvation problems. And gives me the idea that I should be similarly streamlining some of my routes, having like precise point-to-point ones of just flip this thing from one city into another for something else. There, task complete. Ship your terrible grain. Take as payment all manner of goo. Although, now that there's a shipyard in Gothenburg, I don't even need to pile goo into other places. I could prioritize just getting my boats from my own territory. Have to remember to keep an eye out for disasters. Every crisis is an opportunity. Taking a more mercantile approach to things probably streamline my whole thought process. Priority 1 is make Gothenburg big, of which, look, we're already at nearly 4,000 total people. What good times for this city. Productive opportunities. Wait, before something interrupted me, I think I was heading for London. You know what? Hornblower. Getting rid of your old route. Let's put you on a cloth run. I have to consider which of these... Well, no, I'm just in it for the cloth. Cloth, shirts, pad out the rest with cheese and lumber. Yeah, that's a trade route. We have a different ship taking care of wine-related business now. The Thule does wine. Alright, where is the one? Thorn is upriver. I have a shallow boat. Can divert? Yeah, I'll divert the Thule. Thule is full of wine. You're going to Thorn. I have business for you. Also grab some Scarborough cloth. Alright, Thorn, welcome. I must freeze. Have yourself a nice pile of victory wine. Then pour that wine out into the river, crawl into the barrels, and I will get you out of here. Really? No one wants to leave? You sure? There's a war on. The enemy is at your gates. No? No takers? Nobody wants the one boat out of here? You sure? Alright, if you insist. Guess no one escapes. On your way back to your route, Tool. Sorry to interrupt your wine shipments. And there we go, we got cog money again. It's one of those in the queue. Gothenburg crests 4,000 people. We have 100% approval. Every one of them, if asked, to rank all relevant traveling businessmen. Place us and our association top of the list. As it should be. Actually, yeah, right, but how do you feeling? Approval rating 38. Yes, good. We have our in. Well, we need a membership fee. Stand by. Let's go sell meat. Ah. This, yeah, there's a pirate. Just hanging out outside Lubeck. What they do. Lurk. Hitting for the right victim. Typical day of background noise is starting to go pretty well for us. Just as we're starting to really build up large numbers of boat, we may have to start diverting resources into preparing them to defend themselves. 1374, a year boats will fight. Well, 71 right now. Probably also further years from now. Alright, we're in. Architect. Alright, we do still need further capital, but yeah, we have our leg up. Crossed the first threshold. How much did this iron cost me? My smelters are terrible. Weird. I'll have to examine that. Maybe it's just an economy of scale thing at work. That'll get me started.
Don't even think of building any more buildings here. There is only so much I am willing to tolerate.
What transport? Ah. A battle. Right there, bud. Yeah, they seem fine. Guess they managed to evade him. Anyway. Business is growing. Competition intensifying. Opportunities escalating. Business.